Hey guys, so I got some birthday money early because it's not actually my birthday yet, but I got some birthday money early, so I went shopping yesterday, which is why there was no video because I was shopping like crazy. And I went to one, two, three, four places. So I've got things out on the table here divided by what store I bought them at. I don't know, I just figured that might be helpful. So let's see, what should we start with? Let's start with MAC. I went to a MAC store, not a MAC counter at a department store, but an actual MAC store. And oh my God, what a positive experience that was. I got a survey in my email this morning asking me about my experience. I gave them tens for every question. It was so much fun. Um, so I got two lipsticks and two eyeshadows at MAC. And I might as well start with the lipstick that I'm wearing. I've wanted this lipstick for a long, long time, but I've never bit the bullet on it. Bit the bullet on a lipstick. And I have to say, I'm kind of disappointed. This is Antique Velvet. It's a matte finish. It's a super dark, vampy, warm brown, but it definitely has some red and purple tones in it, even though it's technically just a dark brown, but I definitely see like purples and reds and stuff in there. I'm disappointed with this because it was very, very difficult to apply. It seemed like it didn't go on that well. I had to keep going over it, and it seemed like as soon as I pressed my lips together, it was coming off, and I had to keep putting on more and more and more. And so this is, because it's so hard to work with, I probably won't end up wearing it that much. I mean, I do like the color. It's very rich, very dark, very fall-ish. But yeah, it just didn't apply that well. And I thought I had read, like good ratings for this, so I don't know. Could just be my lips too, because I have a lot of texture on my lips. I have like a scar from where I fell when I was a little girl. I fell and smashed my mouth on a chair, and I have a lot of lines and unevenness on my lips, so that doesn't help matters. But yeah, this didn't really apply that well. But yeah, I've wanted this forever, so it was kind of disappointing. So that's Antique Velvet. And then the other lipstick that I bought is a repurchase. I've had this multiple times, but I really like it, and I don't have it, or I didn't have it right now. This is Velvet Teddy. I think that, most of you are familiar with Velvet Teddy. And so it's needs no explanation. It's kind of, it's considered a warm brown also, but of course quite different than the warm brown that I'm wearing. But been really into browns and nudes lately, like crazy. So figured I would get those two for lipsticks. And then I got a couple of eyeshadows. Now this is why I went to an actual MAC store rather than a counter, because you can't get the Pro Pan type eyeshadows unless you go to a store or order online. They come in these little sleeves, and then you can just pop them like in a MAC palette or a Z palette or whatever you have, but they're only $7 when you buy them this way. Whereas if you buy them in pot form at like a counter at a department store, you're going to pay, I think, more than double for that. And I don't want all that plastic packaging. It's totally unnecessary. I just want the eyeshadow. So this is definitely the best bang for your buck. So I got a couple of those. One is a repurchase. One is something I've never had. Let's start with the repurchase. This is MAC Omega. This is I'm going to say it's like a neutral light taupe. And I already have this, but mine is in such bad condition because I dropped it one time and it shattered, and I pressed it back together with alcohol. And once you do that, the eyeshadow is more vulnerable to breakage in the future. It seems to make it like weak and drier, and if you jostle it around too much, or worse, drop it again. So that happened. It broke again. And I repressed it, and it's just really in bad shape. So I just said to myself, okay, just buy a new one. And I might throw the other one away. I might not. I don't know. But anyway, now if the other one shatters a third time, that's probably what I'll do. If the other one shatters a third time, then I'll definitely chuck it, because now I've got a brand new one. I feel like MAC has tweaked their formula a little bit on their eyeshadows, because they seem to be better than I remember them being. I don't know. They just seem like they're more finely milled and a little bit softer now and easier to blend. So I haven't used this one yet, because still probably going to use my other one. But the other eyeshadow that I bought, I did use today. And oh my God, the formula on this was incredible. This is called Uninterrupted. And I have it in the crease in between the shade that's up higher in the crease and my lid shade. This color used to be a pro longwear eyeshadow. Some of you might have it. It was those big giant eyeshadows that MAC had at one time. They've since been discontinued. So when the pro eyeshadows were discontinued, this is the color that everybody was going nuts trying to find as it was being discontinued. Well, MAC took note of that and released it in a normal size pan, and this is just a matte formula, but wow, is it a great formula. This was such a dream to blend. Now, if you're wondering how this pairs up, or how close does it match anything that they already had in their existing line, it's similar to Saddle, I would say. I don't feel like you need both, but if you don't already have Saddle, get this. This is, I don't know, it blended so beautifully. And it paired so great with what is on my lids, which is Amber Lights. This is just the perfect shade to put right on the edge of Amber Lights. And then I have another color above this. Because of the reddish purpley tones in this lipstick, I thought it might be nice to put Deep Damson with these other two shades. So that's the color that's peeking up above the Uninterrupted. So yeah, I love this Uninterrupted, and I would highly recommend it. So that's what I got at MAC. And then I also went to Sephora, and I went to the Sephora I went to because it's like a freestanding Sephora rather than a Sephora at JCPenney, which is where I normally have to shop because that's what's close to me. But I went to this freestanding Sephora because, and met the manager there who, if you're watching, hello. She was so nice, and we just started chatting about stuff, and I really enjoyed my experience there. I went there because they didn't have this shade. They don't stock this shade at my Sephora. So I went there specifically to get this shade because, like I said, I'm really into browns and nudes. And this is an Urban Decay Vice lipstick, the Comfort Matte formula in the shade 1993. Isn't that a gorgeous brown? I mean, it's almost got like a hint of mauve to it. Really, really pretty. I just realized that I haven't been swatching these things. Let me go back and do some swatches here. Okay, so the first thing I talked about was Antique Velvet. swatches on my hand nice, but didn't apply on my lips nice. So that's Antique Velvet by MAC. And then Velvet Teddy. So that's Velvet Teddy. And then Urban Decay 1993. So see, they're all brown lipsticks, but completely different from each other. So that's why, you know, you can never have too many lipsticks in the same color family because there's so much variation. So that's all I got at Sephora was that Urban Decay lipstick. And I went to Ulta because they didn't have this eyeshadow. They don't stock this at Sephora. This is just a single eyeshadow from Urban Decay. And this is Spike. And the reason why I got this is I don't have any orange eyeshadows from Urban Decay. I don't have the Naked Heat palette. I don't have the Naked Petite palette. So I thought, you know, I already have most of the colors in the form of other shadows in those palettes, like browns and golds and coppers and beiges, and the only thing I was missing was orange. So I thought, why don't I just get Spike and then I'll have an Urban Decay orange eyeshadow. So that is Spike. They released this, I think about a year ago. It's like butter. Really nice texture. I haven't used that yet. I was going to use it today, but I felt like Deep Dancin' would pair better with this lipstick because I really wanted to try the lipstick. And then, so I haven't worn the Urban Decay 1993 lipstick yet. Velvet Teddy I've had before. This I have on my lips. So that's all I got at Ulta was just Spike. And lastly, I went to Walgreens and I got the Jordana Easyliner for lips in Coco Loco. These lip liners are terrific, you guys. They're only $2 and change and they are so good. This is what I used for a lip liner with this lipstick today from MAC. It matches the lipstick perfectly and I just lined. I didn't fill in my lips, I just lined, but this went on like silk. Let me hold up the lipstick so you can see how perfectly these pair together. So I picked that up after I bought the lipstick. You know, I figured I wanted especially for a super dark color like this, I wanted a lip liner that would match perfectly. And then this I've had before, but I missed it. This is the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the shade number 10, Adorable. This is a great color. And like I said, I've had this before, but, you know, it got purged at some point. And just such a pretty color. So somewhat in the same color family as the Velvet Teddy, but yeah, those are kind of similar, huh? I feel like the Velvet Teddy is a little more, leans a little more peachy maybe, and then the Milani one is a little more pinky, mauvey type. But anyways, yes, I missed having this and I wanted to repurchase that. And then the last thing I bought is Maybelline Color Tattoo in Toughest Taupe. Now the reason why I bought this, two reasons. This is what it looks like right here. So it's like a cool grayish taupe. I've had this before. It's been a long time since I've had it. But I bought it for two reasons. Number one, I wanted to try using it as an eyeshadow base for warmer eyeshadows that to like cool them down a little bit and make them more user friendly, kind of like the way that I used that what was it that I used for that MAC eyeshadow the other day, espresso. Kind of like how I did that, except this is a taupe, so it would probably be even more cool. Yeah, I thought that this would be interesting to try. I haven't tried it that way yet, but I'm definitely going to. The other reason why I wanted this is I thought I might try using this as a brow gel. And guess what? That's what I have in my brows today, and this is beautiful texture. The color is perfect for my brows. My brows are very cool tone, and I have a really hard time finding any brow products that I buy. They're always too warm, or, you know, the only cool tones they seem to make for brow products are like black, and my brows aren't black, but they're like a cool brown. And I was using eyeshadows there for a while, and I don't know, I just wanted to try this, and it's like the best brow gel I've ever used that's not a brow gel. I mean, if you look at my brows, you can even see, like, I use this with a brush, obviously, but when I did the brows, I actually could make hair-like strokes with it to fill in. This is fantastic. If you've struggled to find a brow product and you have like cool brown eyebrows, try this. It was great for that. And texture-wise, like, it has a little bit of a stickiness to it, but once I do my brows, I don't touch them anyway. But yeah, it has a little bit of a stickiness to it, so I don't feel like it's going to be dry anytime soon. So that, you know, if you're somebody that touches your brows, then you might not want to use this. But if you just do your brows and then don't ever touch them the rest of the day, then you might love this. I really like it for the color and the way that I was able to simulate the hair strokes. So, however, these are getting very hard to find. They don't carry them anymore at a lot of stores. And right now, Walgreens and CVS have got specials going on where if you buy multiples, you get a discount. Walgreens has buy two, get one free. So I didn't want to buy three at one time because I didn't even know if this was going to work. And not only that, but I don't think I would want to buy three of anything anyway, because makeup doesn't really keep that well. Even if you don't open it, it can get weird. So I don't think I would buy three at one time. But yeah, and CVS has buy one, get one half off. So I hope they're not doing this because they're getting rid of them. Because a lot of the slots were empty because of the sale going on. And then Target doesn't sell this at all anymore, and Ulta only sells two colors, and this isn't one of them. So I hope Maybelline isn't discontinuing this. That would really suck if I found something that I enjoyed using for my brows and then couldn't get it anymore. But anyway, it's brand new and there's a lot of product in there, so I should be able to use it for quite a while. I wonder if I should buy a backup. No, I don't think so, because by the time I went through this whole pot, the one that I bought as a backup would probably be getting weird even if I didn't open it. So anyways, this is what I got for makeup for my birthday. I plan on hitting up another store and maybe getting some clothes. And I don't know. We'll see how I make out with that. And if I'm successful, then there might be a birthday clothing haul on Monday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If I can't find clothes that I want, maybe I'll get more makeup. I don't know. But the plan is to try and get some clothes. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.